Alright, this is a Dakota Fire Pit, and been using it for a while. Got some ashes built up in the bottom here, some sediment from rain, whatnot. It's been a while since I cleaned it up. I built this thing, it's been over a year and a half ago, and it's held up really well. And I'll talk to you about it here in a little while, show you some of the tricks I did to it to keep it lasting and keep it from falling in as you use it. Now, the best way to clean it out, I also use this too. I dig it. This is my German military shovel. I'll show you how deep it is here. We're roughly 14, 15 inches deep there. And, I find that to be just about the perfect depth for the way I do it here. And put it on a 90-degree turn there. It works great as a scoop to clean it out. And I made the mouth just big enough I could barely fit it out of there. The great thing about a Dakota Fire Pit is how efficient it burns. We got our pit here, and I got a shaft going from here, connecting to the bottom, tunneled all the way through, connected to the bottom of my hole here. As hot air rises up out of the fire pit, it sucks cool air, fresh air in there, constantly stokes your fire for you. And what I did here around the top, I had some old bricks, and I just set them together. There's 8 of them, so it makes an octagon here. When I did, I just set them as close together as I could. I built one of these before, and it lasted for a few months, but as I used it, the ground would get soft around the top here. The top just kept opening up on me more and more, and caving off. So when I built this one, I excavated down about 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches the thickness of my brick, and then I dug my hole, and then I put the brick back in and I filled in around them. So they're inset, and it has worked just perfect. We've had some caving off from the inside, but like I said, I've had this for over a year and a half, and I'll still get lots more use out of it. Did the same thing there on the air shaft. Put the bricks around it. Scoop out the last little bit by hand. And I'll have to show y'all how got a about a 10-inch cast iron skillet, fits perfect right over that. Get a good hot fire down there, burn down, get some good few inches of coals in there. You can drop your cast iron skillet right here. Concentrates the heat right underneath your pot. That's another great thing about a Dakota Fire Pit like this, is it concentrates your heat source into one specific spot. I have a little tripod that I'll use, and I'll suspend a pot right over it if I want. Or like I said, I've got 2 bars that I'll put across here to raise the skillet up just a little bit so air can still flow out. Get that heat coming up. Works perfectly. Now we need to go at it from the other side here. Alright, I'm going to go dump these ashes on my wife's vegetable garden. No sense in letting them go to waste, put them to good use. Alright, I want to show you a little bit better view of the hole here. This is the top, and we're roughly 20-21 inches there away to the vent hole. And I just tunneled it in with my arm, reaching in with a little gardening trowel all the way in. It connects into the bottom of the hole here, right there, and you can tell this is slightly bell-shaped at the bottom. I opened it up a little wider around there. Let's see, it's about 12 inches or better across the bottom there, and it closes up to the top here just under 10 inches. Yeah, about 8-9 inches there, the opening. You can tell these are not fire brick. These are just regular residential construction, old bricks. And the only real issue I have, you can see this one here, broke. I built a fire, had some long sticks coming up leaning against this one, and it cracked it on me, but it still held in place. And worst come to worst, I could just pull that one brick out, flip it over if I wanted, or replace it with a new one, and it's not bad for a year and a half worth of use there. Brought my skillet out here. You can see how this is all I know about this is it's a number 8 10 3/4 inch. There's no other markings on it. This was one of my mother's wedding presents. But it works perfect. Cook right there. That's fun to do. I'm gonna get a fire going here down in this pit, get some smoke coming out, hopefully drive off some of these mosquitoes. I just had a breeze come up. It's blowing a lot of them away, but we'll get this little fire going here, and I'll show you the Dakota Fire Pit in use. Alright, I got my different piles. Got some birch bark there, my hat of shavings, almost a hat full of shavings. I'm sure Iz would no-go it. And I got some lead size, pencil size, fuel size, and then some larger sticks there. Half of it's rotten. It should provide me some good smoke for what I'm after today. Block of wood here for my brace. And you can see close to the tunnel there where the flame is. It's like somebody's down there blowing on it. They just shoot right up out of there. That's just because of the heat rising up out of the hole. Sucks in fresh air to feed the fire. Alright, let's make bacon. My favorite way to cook bacon in a situation like this, instead of trying to deal with the strips, giving them each their space, I just cut it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces lengthwise and just cook up pieces.